Ever wondered why you keep making mistakes when expanding brackets? It's probably because you're missing the loop trick, a simple visual method that makes it click every time. Most students try to expand brackets by memorizing rules, but my students use colored loops to see the connections. We draw two clear loops from the outside term to each term inside the bracket. One color per term. This trick doesn't just help you understand, it helps you remember and avoid mistakes, especially with negatives. In this video, I'll show you how the loop method works step by step, from basic questions to the tricky ones with negatives. By the end, you'll be able to expand expressions like a pro, with confidence. So let's get started. We use two different colors to expand our terms, and we multiply for each of these. So A times B gives us AB, and A times C gives us a positive AC. When we deal with negatives, you are going to see two different cases. The first case is if we have two signs that are exactly the same, okay? And in this case, you will always get a positive sign. But you might also see two different signs that will be multiplied together. And in this case, the overall sign we will use is a negative sign. So let's go through our 10 examples now. For the first one, we are going to do a positive 2 times an x, which is positive 2x. And then we will have a positive 2 times the positive 3. So in this case, it's a positive 6. When we do the next question, it is 5 times a, which is 5a. And then we have 5 times minus 4, which will be a negative 20. Question 3, very similar. We'll multiply our negative 3 with the x, which is negative 3x. However, when we look in the brackets, we now have two different signs that we need to multiply together. We have a negative sign and a positive sign. That's going to turn to a negative, okay? And when we do the 3 times the 2, we get a 6. All right. Another way to think about it is negative 3 times negative 2 gives you negative 6. All right. Question number 4. We are multiplying the 6 with a 2x. That's going to give you 12x. And to finish it off, we'll do 6 times the minus 5, which will be negative 30. We're up to question 5 now. So let's compute the minus 7 term with the x. When we multiply these together, we just combine them without the times sign. And now we are going to be doing the minus 7 times minus 3. And we know that's 21. We know that 7 times 3 is 21. Okay? But notice how we see two signs that are exactly the same. When we have two signs that are exactly the same, it's going to be a positive sign instead. So this is going to change to a plus. Okay, let's go to question 6. Question 6, we are multiplying yet again another negative term on the outside. So we are doing minus 2 times 3x, which is minus 6x. And then we are doing a minus 2 times a positive 7. We have a negative sign and a positive sign. These two signs are different, so we will have to make it stay as a negative. Okay, and now we'll do the 2 times 7, that is 14. For question number 7, we are looking at what a half of each of the terms inside are. Okay, and a half of 6 is 3x, or half of 6x is 3x. And half of 8 is 4, and that is a positive 4. So there's our expansion. Okay, for 8, negative 4 times 3 is a negative 12. And when we prepare ourselves to do this next multiplication, we have two signs that are exactly the same, two negative signs. Okay, so we know that our answer is going to start with a positive, and 4 times 8 is a 32, and we can add the x to the back. Question number 9 is the same concept, okay? Even though there are 3 terms, we're doing the exact same thing, where we multiply the outside term with the first term, then we multiply it with the second term, and now we just multiply it with the third term. Okay? And 3 times 7 is a 21. All right. Last question is same thing as well. I guess the only difference is we are multiplying two polynomials, so we have to be careful of something as well. Okay, so minus 5x times 3x is a negative 15x. We have the double negative sign to be careful of. Okay, so that means that we are going to have a plus connecting our two terms. And we are multiplying a 5x with an x. Okay, so the coefficient's the same, but our x is going to have a squared, and we need to remember to put this in, otherwise the answer is wrong. All right, so those are all the examples we went through today, and there are some key tips. So just remember to distribute, or really multiply, the outside term with every single term inside the bracket. And keep track of the plus and minus sign as well, because you can see that sometimes it's going to become a negative and other times it will change to a positive sign. So now you know how to expand brackets using the distributive law. If you found this helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more clear step-by-step math lessons. Thank you.